Good evening. My name is Norman Brand. Welcome to On the Spot. To my far right, we have my co-host, Mr. Ryan Mack.
Hello, thank you for coming out. My name is Ryan Mack, president of Optimum Capital Management. Good to be here with you.
To Ryan's left, we have Saquan Jones running for the 36th Councilmatic District here in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy.
Thanks so much for having me, and I appreciate the opportunity to spread the message throughout the district.
Thank you. Next, we have Winston Griffith from the 36th District also, and he's running too for the 36th Councilmatic seat here in Brooklyn.
Thanks.
We're going to first let these brothers come out and give us a 4-minute platform, a bio of who they are. And then at the end of it all, we're going to let them finish out with some of their closing statements. We'll start with Mark, being that he's closest to me.
Okay. Again, my name is Mark Winston Griffith, and as you heard, I'm a candidate for the 36th Council District. And I think it's important to recognize that although, there's a mayoral race that's getting a lot of attention, that there is a big opportunity here in the 36th Council District. You have, on one hand, an incumbent who's been in office since 1974, and who I think at one point in time was a hero to many, and I think has done some important things in this district. But I think we're at a period of time where it would be more. It's important to say that a change is needed, and I think we have an opportunity to actually bring some fresh ideas, some fresh faces, a fresh vision into the 36, and that's what I represent. I think I think I represent a combination of vigor and energy, as well as ideas and experience. I've been living in this neighborhood for going on 25 years. I've run organizations, I've built institutions, I've worked on policy issues as an organizer, as an advocate, again as a builder of institutions, as a writer, and I think that I'm primed to take this experience, this leadership, all leadership positions that I've had over the years. I mean, if you just Google me, you'll see that I've done just a range of things throughout the years. I'm ready to take that to another level in the form of being the city council representative for the 36. So again, I thank you for inviting me here. I want to introduce a whole new series of issues around green development in this council district. Leaving no school behind as opposed to leaving no child behind. A focus on making sure that every child has access to quality education in the district. Looking at bringing in healthy foods and helping people have access to healthy food in this district. Keeping developers accountable, making sure that they don't exploit local people, and especially if they get subsidies, that they're held accountable to the neighborhood, and really attacking the foreclosure problem. Over the past 5 to 10 years, I've been an advocate around anti-foreclosure, foreclosure prevention. I've helped write laws in New York State and New York City. I was one of the first people to start talking about predatory lending in this district, and other advocates. And I've started a couple of institutions that have provided loans to people, credit, a whole range of things. So I think, again, I'm in a good position with my experience to represent the 36 in a much different way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well said, Mark. My name is Saquan Jones, and I'm running for the city council as well, because although most of it, the foundation of what Mark is talking about, is pretty much universal throughout all of our candidacies, I think that my candidacy is unique in the sense of me growing up in the New York City housing projects with a single mother, becoming a teenage parent. My mom dropped out of high school, and she wasn't able to help me through my high school education, not because she didn't want to, because she just wasn't able to. And I have one of those unique instances where we have 15 housing projects within the 36th district. But I'm also a homeowner, and I've been a homeowner since 25 years old. And right now, the way that the district is divided, we have to have someone who's going to become that liaison between the housing developments and the single homeowners. The 36th district is extremely saturated with social services, social cuts, and we need someone who's going to go out there and actually fight for this district once again, the same way Al Van did back in the 70s. And I think that my candidacy is a reflection of that. Our motto is turning adversity into advantage, because most of the obstacles that some of these individuals, a lot of the individuals that I experienced throughout this campaign go through, I've gone through myself. As far as if I can go to Tompkins Projects or Sumner or Marcy and tell them my story, it relates to 90% of the individuals there. And I think that the one thing that we need in this district is tangible evidence of success. We have a lot of people out there who are saying you're supposed to do this because A, B, and C, but there's not a reflection of those experiences that they are going through right now. And I believe my candidacy allows me to go through that. As far as my educational background, I have one of those, another instance where I can sort of bridge the gap between education and business. Because my undergraduate degree was in history and political science, but I was a secondary education minor, and a New York City public school teacher, certified New York City public school teacher. But my MBA is in finance. So I've been in accounting since I've been out of undergrad. So it's one of those instances where the city is being run like a business, and only like a business. But on the other side, I can say how we can run it like a business, but I can put that real life instance of that my educational training will allow me to affect the schooling that's going on and affect the property tax issues, on how so many individuals have worked hard to see this district to come through what it is, and now they're losing their homes based off of tax liens being sold. So being that person who can go from as a homeowner and have a reflection of what they go through, and also have a person who can reflect on the instances that a person who's growing up in the New York City housing development, I think that my candidacy is a greater reflection on how we can bridge the two and bring them together for greater success, despite the detriment that we all experience right now.